people are also still coming, sorry for that. So meanwhile, I'll just give a quick overview of yesterday what we discussed. Okay, so you all know, like, you are here to learn the Python full stack course. In this Python full stack course, you are going to learn Python plus Flask, Django frameworks, and also plus database concepts, plus front-end technologies. Front-end technologies means HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap, and also React. So these are all comes under the region. So these are all the things that you need to learn since you are in the Python full stack course. Okay, Python, database, front-end technologies, also the web frameworks. So I am adding one more component here because that is generally people, trainers won't give this concept to you. Another topic is regular expressions. Regular expressions is a twisting concept in Python, not only in Python, in any programming language like Java, .NET. So this regular expressions is there, but it is a small difficult concept, so everyone will not explain, but I am included that also in our training course. Okay, regular expressions. So but for your web development, you basically need Python plus database and front-end technologies and Flask and Django. These are the technologies that you need to learn thoroughly. Okay, so as I already mentioned yesterday, okay, for example, if you want to learn or if you want to apply for data analyst job, okay, this is the job that you are more interested, what you need to learn is you need to learn Python for sure, and also you need to learn NumPy library, Pandas library, Matplotlib library. Those are enough actually. So if in all these jobs, the common content is Python. Core Python is a common content that you need to learn. Apart from the core content, a common content called core Python, you need to learn different technologies for different roles or jobs. Okay, for example, you need to learn, for example, you are interested in automation testing. You want to apply for, you are more interested in automation testing job, and tester is what you are interested in. So what you need to learn? You need to learn core Python for sure, and also you need to learn there is a frameworks called PyTest or Lattice. If you learn these two frameworks, which are readily designed and developed for automation testing scripts, then you are good in testing jobs. So you can apply for automation testing here. Clear? So these are some different things we already mentioned, we discussed yesterday. Okay. Before going to that this is the next slide actually. This contains, so far in the previous slide we have seen what are the different kind of jobs you can see if you learn Python plus some additional information like Python plus database and web frameworks, Django, Flask, and etc. for full stack developers. If you are applying for data engineer or data analyst, you have to learn Python plus NumPy, Panda, Matplotlib libraries, and etc. Okay, so those are all the roles or jobs we can see in the market if you are learning Python. But what are all we can do if you learn Python? Okay, so first, if you learn only core Python, or just only Python, core Python means a basic Python plus advanced Python, both we generally call as a core Python, just a Python, that's all, there is nothing else. You are not learning any database concepts, you are not learning any Flask, Django frameworks, and not learning any front-end technologies, nothing, only you are learning Python. If that is the case, you can do with core Python the system programming. What is the system programming? Is, for example, you want to read some file in your D drive. In D drive in your laptop, there is a file, one file, here you need to read the file. Using the Python programming also, you can able to read the files. Okay, and if you want to write some content to your file, and you can also using the system Python code also, you can able to write the content to files. You can copy the files, you can create a folders, and everything we can do with the system programming. Okay, whatever you are doing manually, like creating a folders and copying the files from one folder to another folder, everything you can do using the Python programming. That is what we call as a system programming. Okay, And for example, next best example is networking. So how to pass information between two networks, okay? What is the ports we are being used, okay? What are the different formats we use to pass information, communicate between two networks or channels. So everything, all these comes into the network programming. So for this, just learning core Python is not sufficient. Apart from core Python, okay, you need to learn two frameworks, libraries called Essensio or Diesel. Okay, you just know the names. Okay, you are not interested to learn these courses, but I'm just telling you what is the advantage of learning Python. Okay, if you know the Python and also if you know the Essensio and Diesel, okay, then you can do a networking programming very thoroughly in detail actually. So in somewhere in the future actually, now you are learning full stack. Okay, means you are learning Python, core Python plus database concepts, and also you are learning the front-end technologies, web frameworks. Somewhere in the, after 2 years, after 10
This
years,
conference will now be recorded.
Okay, after 10 days, 10 years or 15 years, if you just getting bored with the Python full stack jobs like web development, anytime you can switch your job from networking development to full stack development to networking development. All you need to do is you need to learn only just these two libraries, that's all. Python you already know very well, you already did some good experience of 10 years in Python, and all you need to do is Essensio Diesel frameworks. Please. So similarly, so this is what we discussed, Flask and Django. This is what the course is for. Okay. For example, somewhere actually if you are learning for, if you want to switch your job or if you want to learn some numeric scientific programming, okay, where we generally use this numeric and scientific programming in data science. Okay. So what you need to learn is, you need to learn core Python for sure. And you also need to learn NumPy and Pandas libraries. It's a very vast libraries that you need to learn if you are interested in numeric and scientific programming. Okay, so in all these things, core Python is a common. Okay, core Python is a must. Without that, you cannot learn the additional things like NumPy, Pandas, PyTest, Let's, you cannot learn it. So you must learn the core Python first as a first step. As a second step, you need to learn the different frameworks or libraries. Okay, so in all these different activities, so you can also do gaming development, automation testing, artificial intelligence using the PyBrain and sklearn and TensorFlow libraries, and data visualization using the Matplotlib and Seaborn libraries. Okay, and GUIs like the frame kind of a form, text boxes, radio buttons, all these things also we can able to Tinitor. So these are different frameworks that you need to learn if you are interested in any specific programming. But for all these things, what is the common is? Common is definitely a core Python. That is a common. Without that, you cannot learn any additional things. Clear so far? What we can do with Python? This is all we can do with Python, but you have to learn some additional stuff. Okay. Now, so in this course, what are all the topics we are going to cover? Okay. So actually, if I point out all each and every minor topic, that is came as some 3 pages PDF it is going to come. If I just list down all each and every minor topic, what we are going to cover in this course, entire course. Okay. But I am just giving a summary of or overview of the major topics here, but we are going to cover each and every small topic also in detail in this 3 months course. Okay. The first is built-in, starting with Python, built-in types. What are the different built-in types in Python? List, set, dictionaries, tuples, everything we are going to cover, and numbers, everything we are going to cover. Okay. And simple and compound statements, like what is the simple expressions and if-else statements, okay, etc. And also the loops like for loop, while loop, everything we also going to cover. And also for each and every loop, there is a comprehensions also there. There is a shortcut for the loops basically, which is very effective and powerful when compared to traditional for loops. Okay, we also discuss about all the different type of arguments and functions and modules, packages, etc. Okay, and also OOPS concepts present in Python like inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, aggregation, composition. These are all the OOPS concepts. These OOPS concepts are going to be same conceptually in all programming languages. If you go for Java, .NET, anything is a common, is the same. But the syntax, a small differences between the Java OOPS concepts and Python OOPS concepts. Very small differences, not major differences. But 90% of the concept is same between the Python and Java or .NET, what are the programming language you go, or C++, anywhere you go, the OOP concepts is the same. A slight difference like 5 to 10% difference will be there. Okay, that differences also we will see. Okay, and exceptions is for basically when you are writing a code, you get some error. So there is a mechanism, there must be a mechanism which can handle your error properly. If you don't have this error mechanism is not there in your coding, then your program will get crashed and the program will exit from the program and your program will not be run at the time. So to avoid that, every programming language, if you go for Java, .NET and everywhere, there is a mechanism, definitely there is a mechanism which can handle your errors properly so that the program will not be crashed. Okay. So that is what, there is some other advanced concepts in Python like slots, properties, okay, supers. So these are all advanced concepts in Python, method resolution order, okay, these are all the advanced concepts in Python. We'll cover all the advanced topics also in this course. This course, I am telling again, this course is specially designed for professional course, means who wants to get the job in Python. This course is specially designed for those people. If you just learn the basics of Python, that is not a sufficient knowledge to get the job. That knowledge will not be sufficient for you to get the job. You have to learn till the advanced topics of the Python. So that's why we are covering advanced topics also. Some people who are learning Python nowadays, who are in the age of 10th class or intermediate also. So for them, it's not required to go for the advanced topics. So, but people who are willing to get the job by learning this course, they have to go for this advanced concept for sure. These are the so many questions you are going to face in the advanced concepts area of the Python, and your day-to-day coding also you are going to write so much of code related to these advanced concepts in Python. Data hiding, pseudo private attributes, these are all the advanced concepts. These are not, doesn't come under the basic Python concepts. Pseudo private attributes, slots, properties, super, data hiding, these are all the advanced concepts. Okay. As I already mentioned, the regular expressions is one more topic that I am going to cover. So means these regular expressions basically used to search some text in the entire big file. Okay. So there are some different patterns we can able to use while searching the text in using the regular expression. Don't worry, you don't need to understand the entire regular expressions in today itself. There is some 4 to 5 days course is there for the regular expressions. We will go in detail for each and every day of the regular expressions. Okay. So the next is data libraries. This is completely out of your course actually. So because you have chosen the full stack where you are interested in web development using the Python, these data libraries are basically useful only for the data scientist. I am a data scientist in Infosys, so I am doing a lot of work in these data libraries. But though this topic is not at all related to you, but I am still adding this concept in our course to just give you an overview of what is data libraries, why we are using NumPys, why we are using Pandas, why we are using Matplotlib, and what is the purpose of these three libraries in future. In future, if you want to, if someone asks you, do you know data libraries? At least you can say that, yes, I know the NumPy, I know Pandas, I know Matplotlib, I know what is the purpose of them, I know where to use it and how to use it. You may not be having complete knowledge of each and every code that we are going to use in the Pandas and NumPys. That is not required because you are choosing a full stack development. Web development, this is not at all related. It's completely out of the scope. But just I am mentioning here to have some good overview. Okay, at least someone asks you what is Pandas? Yes, I know Pandas. This is what Pandas purpose. If they ask some more about the pandas, say that okay, I'm a specialized in web development, so this is what I know about pandas. Okay, so we also learned the web frameworks called Flask and Django. Okay, Flask is now more popular nowadays. Django is a bit old and it's a very huge library, Django. Flask is very limited and crisp library. So whatever is required for you to do the web development nowadays, only those methods specially designed and make it more simplified your job in the Flask. Nowadays all the web application developments using Python, they are using Flask only. No one is using Django nowadays because it's a vast and it's not very comfortable to use, because most of your web development job will be simplified in the Flask. Such a simplification is not much done in the Django framework. So that's why everyone using Flask nowadays. Okay. So now the database concepts. So if you are, since you choosing the web development using the Python, Flask and etc. Every web development, either where you are using the web development, doing the web development using the Java or .NET or C++ or Python, NA, everywhere, you must have some understanding about the database. We have different databases like Oracle, MySQL, SQL Server, MongoDB, PostgreSQL. So many databases, but we are going to explain the database concepts using the MySQL as a example, because MySQL is an open source database. We don't need to purchase any license to use the MySQL. It's an open source software. I can able to install in my laptop and I can able to use it, start using it. Okay. But the conceptually, whether you use the MySQL, Oracle or PostgreSQL or SQL Server, okay, or Microsoft SQL, everything, conceptually everything is the same. There is no difference. If you understand what is the concepts of MySQL, like DDL, DML, data manipulation queries, data definition queries, everything is the same. Okay, only difference is here they are using some other database called Oracle. Here you are using a database called MySQL. That is the only difference. Conceptually everything is the same. And also you are going to learn the front-end technologies like HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, React.js. For this, when in the place of React.js, there are some other technologies also called AngularJS, Node.js, Vue.js and etc. Right now React is most popular. Okay, everyone is using React only now. Okay, so that's why you can learn the React.js, which is because why it is more popular is your job gets simplified. You don't need to write lines of code in your React.js. You can able to achieve the same output with very less number of lines of code in the React.js. Clear? So these are the summary of the concepts that we are going to learn in the entire course. The course duration is almost 3 months. It may increase up to some maybe one more week. Okay, 3 months, 1 week maximum of that. Okay, not more than that. Okay, so pay attention in this 3 months of time. Daily don't absent to the classes. Okay, daily generally try to come to the classes. If any by chance it be because of some serious health issues, some sick leaves and something, you take 1 day's leave, and definitely follow the recordings whatever we are going to have on daily basis. Every class will be recorded, entire my body, my voice, video, screen share, everything recorded in one single video, and that video will be shared to you immediate after the class. So if you missed some class or any day because of some health issues and etc., immediately watch the video of the day and come to the next day after watching the video. If you don't watch the video of the previous class and coming to the next class, you may not be in a position to understand what I am teaching in the next class. Okay, but first of all, don't try to absent to the classes. Long leaves, simply forget it. Okay, if you take one long leave, like one week leave, 10 days leave in entire course, then you simply done with the course. So you cannot understand after the leave. Nothing you need to understand. Your effort will be wasted, your money will be wasted, everything gets wasted. Don't take any long leaves in the entire course. Okay, don't tell the reasons that okay, my cousin, sister's, brother's marriage and etc. Okay, don't. If there is a function is there, if you miss it, you attend the function next time. There is a lot of functions in your life. You can attend so many functions. There is no problem of missing one function in your life. but this 3 months span is very important to your entire life. Okay, clear? So now actually we can also see where, okay, we know like what is the concepts we are going to cover in this Python course, and who is using Python nowadays. There are lot of companies. I cannot list all the companies here. Okay, so I just took some very popular companies in the world. Everyone knows these companies, you know, Instagram, Facebook, Google, Dropbox, Pinterest, YouTube, Netflix. I think all these are NASA. These are all very popular companies through entire world actually, and these companies also using Python nowadays. So you understand, or you just guess how much Python is popular nowadays. Okay, it's Python get more popular from 2015 onwards. Drastic change popularity for Python from 2015 year. Before that Python was there, but Java is leading in the programming languages. Now Python is the only leading in the programming languages. Okay, so why it is more popular from 2015? It has its own advantages. Don't worry, we will see the advantage by advantage of Python when compared to Java, so that you can clearly understand why Python is getting more popular, why everyone is using Python nowadays. You have a better picture now after that. Okay, we'll explain soon that also, why Python is getting more popular when compared to other programming languages called Java, .NET and etc. Okay, so if you want to install first, very first you need to do is, first you need to do installation of Python. So don't depend on any other websites to download the Python. There is an official website called python.org. So this is the official website. So python.org is the official website where it contains the latest version of the Python. So here, so far when I'm just after like 2 months back or 3 months back, this is the latest version of the Python available in the official website. Don't go for some other websites. There is a good chance of virus. So don't go for other websites. This Python official website always maintains the latest version of the Python. Of course, it maintains the previous versions of Python also, but generally you better to install the latest version of the Python, whatever is available in this official website. Okay, this is the complete link, python.org/download/. This is the complete link where you can get this page. Here you can say download Python. This is the latest version, but when you open this page now, you may have some different version like 3.12 of something you can see. Whatever is the latest version, you can see that, you can install that. There is no issues. Okay, always try to install the latest version. So in my laptop, what is the latest version is? If I open this my command prompt, I have already installed Python in my laptop. See how I can able to check what is my latest version now. Python. So okay, Python --version. If I execute this command will show me what is the Python version present in my laptop. Okay, see here, Python 3.10.3. That is the version of the Python in my laptop. Okay, but you always go for the latest version. There is no difference. Small things are added in the small versions, so you always go for latest versions. Okay, I will also just update recently. I will also just going to update my Python version soon, but I suggest everyone to go for latest version of the Python. Okay, and hope everyone having some laptops, and just download the Python software from this link and install it in your local laptop. So then you may have a question like, okay, what is the installation steps? Why I need to learn the installation steps of Python? So when you come to your project in your office, no one will install the Python database frameworks, okay, MySQL, SQL. No one will install in your laptop. That is your job. Or what all they will do is, they will just show you the location of where the installables are present. Okay, they will say that, okay, these are the place where installables are present. Okay, you install yourself. That's what they will say. So you must know the installation steps of every software also, which are required for web full stack using Python, web development. Okay, so I just mentioned some all the 4 steps involved in the Python installation. Okay, see here, this is the first step. Okay, this is the first step where it will ask you whether you need the customized installation or complete installation. I'll go with the customized installation. Okay, or you can go with the complete installation, again some basic installation, so everything is fine, there is no problem. But here I just mentioned the customized installation. So here, what is the advantage of customized installation is, you can decide where in your entire laptop, C drive or D drive or any drive, where you want to install the Python. You can choose the path. Okay, so here if you see here, there are 2 check boxes here for, okay, you have to select these 2 check boxes for sure, which are present in the step 1 while installing the Python. Definitely for sure. If you don't install this, there is a Python will not work properly to you. Okay, so these check boxes you must select in the step 1. So in the step 2, this is the step 2 basically, where this is the screen that you can see in the step 2 of installation Python, which is having some 5 check boxes and all are already selected. There is nothing you need to change here. You simply say click on the next here. There is nothing you need to modify. Okay, and step 3, this is all the check boxes. By default they are selected, some are not selected. This is the path where default computer chosen for Python installation. This is the path. Okay, so if you don't like this path, if you want to install some path in different, 1 minute. Hello, ఏంటి సేమ్ టైం సరే ఓకే, నేను వస్తాను త్వరగా. ఓకే, ట్రై చేస్తా. బాయ్. Okay, so this is the path what Python is going to defaultly selected. So means in my laptop while installing Python, this is the path laptop chooses to install the Python. C, users, 4ND and app data local. If you want, you can change the path. If you want to install Python in D drive, you can change the path completely. That is the advantage of the customized installation here. Okay, if you choose this option, install now, Python chooses its own path where to install the Python, and it doesn't give any option to you to change the path of the Python installation. Okay, and just click on the install here, it will get installed the Python. This is the 4th step where you can see the successful information. If you get any error, you will see some errors here in this step. Generally 99.99% cases you won't see any errors. Python is a very light software. Gets easily installed very quickly and fastly also and easily also. Okay, no need to worry about it. If you see any problems while installing a Python in your laptops, let me know, I can able to help you there. Okay, so all you need to do is just to close this one. So that's all the end of the Python installation. That's all the Python installation is going to happen. So how to know, so once you install with Python, how to know whether you installed the Python or not, and so how to confirm that Python is working or not. So this is one way. We already seen that, like, you know, in my laptop. I'll just show you. So here, this is one way of, if you just say that Python space _version, this is going to give me the version of the Python. It is already installed in my laptop. If my Python installation is giving some errors, I cannot get this result by executing this command. Okay, so this is one way. The second way is that, okay, if I just go to the start program, there is some folder called Python here. Let me just check it. See here, Python 3.10. My version is Python 3.10, but if you are installing Python 3.11 or 3.12 something, you can see Python 3.11 or 3.12 something. If you just expand this one, you can see the list of all the components available in the Python software. If there is any error occurred in your Python installation, you won't see this folder at all. Clear? That is it. These are the 2 indications that you installed the Python successfully in your machine. If Python installation is getting some errors, both these things are not working for you. This command will not work, and this folder also you cannot see here. Clear? Okay. So going to the next one. So this is another way. We already discussed. This is one way, and this is another way. Okay. So any questions so far? మనసా చెప్పు. బయలుదేరుతాను, ఇంక 5 minutesలో బయలుదేరుతాను. ఓకే. Okay, so anyone have any questions so far before going to the some what is Python? Anyone have any questions? People in GoToMeeting. So anyone have any questions?